I'm getting myself prepared to talk. Hi, this is Andrea. My name's Andrea, and this is my YouTube channel. I want to say I kind of come on when I want to and when I don't want to, or whatever. But I'm here today. I felt it on my heart to talk about mental health in 2020, and I wanted to talk about my experiences with mental health. I want to say the past 4 or 5 years, and I want to talk about how I started therapy again in 2020, and I feel that I'm on a good track. I started therapy in 2016, and I felt that with the therapist, I felt I didn't really feel a connection with her, so I stopped. Like I went 2 or 3 times. I want to say 2 times to this one, and I was just like, yeah, I really don't feel like you know me, or I wouldn't even say you know me, but I just felt I didn't really feel a connection. So I just, going through life, up, down, up, down. Like, okay, 2018, I think I need to go back to therapy. So I go back, found a new therapist. I get there. I think I go to her 3 times, and I was just like, I don't know. You really close in age with me. I think we were like 3 years apart. And then I said, yeah, I don't think I want to go to you no more. So left there, continued, went up, down in life. So 2019 comes, and I turned 28. And I felt some mood changes within myself, like a lot of up, down, up, down. But I didn't really share it with people. Like, people would think I'm okay, or nobody would really notice. I would say, like, the only people that really, really noticed were, like, people I work with, or people that would see me every single day. Like, you would see that I had a mood change. Because if you know me, if you know me, if you went to school with me, or if I'm, from the past, I'm a very, very talkative person. And when I go a whole day without talking, something is wrong. I felt that my moods were just like, okay, something's wrong. I would have little triggers. I got on social media. Like, I've been off Facebook, I want to say, since summer, and I deactivated it. So I'm not on there if you try to find me. And my Instagram, I think my last post was Essence Festival. And ever since then, I haven't posted anything. So I've been off social media for a while. I'm still on Twitter, but I just recently got back on there. But as far as, like, unless I'm looking at something via Facebook from, like, a show or something, I'm not on there. Like, I'm not on there. I feel that I'm not on social media because I think with this generation, I see things and I want the same thing, and it can be like something subconsciously. Like, it doesn't have to be like I see a house, I want the house. It can be like I see a classmate, they're getting married. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Or when am I going to get married? Little things that we don't realize that we're doing. Like, it could be something like, oh, they're at a game, and I'm like, oh, I want to be at that game. It could be something small as that. So it can be something big as like, oh, I want to be married, or it could be something small like, oh, I want to be at that game or that amusement park or whatever. So it's just a variety of things that you see on social media and that you want, but you just don't really say anything, or you just like it and keep scrolling. So I just kept telling myself, I was like, I don't think I need to be on social media no more. So I made a strong decision to get off. I told myself, I was like, I think I need to go back to therapy, but I just don't know how I want to do it, because this time I really have to stick to it. Like, I really need to find somebody, like, see what their goal or see what their approach is with therapy. Like, I really wanted to find somebody that I can stick with and not give up this time. I'm on Google searching for therapists. I'm asking coworkers, friends, people that I know, like, hey, do y'all know a therapist? Hey, do y'all, who knows a therapist I can go to? But I am in this group where I was about to join this organization called Young Professionals in Government. And I met a friend through there, and she told me that her friend goes to this therapist, so she sent me the link and said, okay. So scrolling through, looking at her, okay, she's African American, okay, she has this holistic approach to therapy. And I was like, okay, she's been doing it for a while, looking at her website and all that. So, okay. I feel that I like this approach. Like I want someone that was a therapist, but had come from a religious standpoint at the same time, because I know I want to get closer to God too. Like that's a goal for me too. And so I felt like, okay, this is a good connection for me. And let's see. When I left, I felt raw. Like I know that's kind of weird, but that's how I felt when I left therapy. I felt like she asked some intense questions. Like, even though she didn't really know me yet, but she was asking questions like, how was your childhood? And I was just like, in my mind, I really was like, what does my childhood have to do with me now? Because I rated my childhood. I said, I think it was a 7.5, 8, and nothing bad happened in my childhood. I felt like everything was good. Like, it wasn't a bad childhood. But she was really getting deep, and I was just like, I think I like her, because she's really trying to figure out what triggered these moods, or what started these moods. Has these moods always happened, or like what changed in between that time period or whatever. And then the second time we go back, we get more deeper into the issues. She is very, I can say that she's not judgmental. Like, I like her approach. Like when I tell her a situation or I tell her something, she asks me a question, and it makes me analyze or really think about the situation or what's going on. She has thought about putting me on medication, and I'm just like, she says, you've been experiencing these moods for 6 months. You just not started coming to me. I think you might want to consider. And I'm just like, no, like, we about to do these things the natural way. I want to know what type of routine, what do I need to do? Do I need to come to you every 2 weeks or every week? What do I need to do? So right now it seems like it's like every other week. So it's not a full 2 weeks, but I feel like I've been going to her every other week to me. So I go again like next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So it's not full 2 weeks, but that's when next time I'm going. I've lost weight. I have a little bit of anxiety in the morning. My sleeping habits have changed. The list can go on and on when you experiencing mental health, and like when you try to tell people, or especially your friends, family, what you're going through, sometimes they don't understand. And it's like, as you keep trying to explain it, but they still don't understand. Like last Friday, I opened up to my mom about it. Like, and my mom was born in the 50s, and she feels that mental health is, you need to go to church. Like, that's their upbringing. And when I finally opened up to my mom about it on Friday, my mom called me like every 2 hours on Friday. She was like, are you okay? Are you okay now? What you doing? I'm like, Mom, at work. I'm okay. I feel sad right now, but I'm okay. Like, and it made me feel some type of way, because I told her, what I'm going through. Like, it hurt that I told my mom, and she worried about me, and my mom is her age, and I don't want her to have to worry about me. Say that all to say this: mental health for 2020. I used to believe that when I first heard about mental health, I want to say back in college, I didn't really think it was real. Like, I was just like, you decide what moves you have, you decide this, and this. And then now I am totally experiencing the depression and having a little bit of anxiety. Not that much. I have more depression symptoms. And it's really hard to confess or to acknowledge that's what I have. Like, what can I say? Like, it really is deep. It's really I'm going through a moment in my life right now, and I'm really trying to find myself, figure things out, and just get get to know Andrea, and I'm not afraid to come on here and say that. Or, you know, whatever happens, whoever shares this video with whoever might know me. But it's really been a hard experience for me. I hope I don't start crying. But even like the people that are close to me, I feel that I've hurt them, you know, up and down. So I sometimes have to call my best friend every other day just to motivate me, just pump me. But I need to get to the point where I need to get to a point where I don't need to call her every day. I need to learn how to depend on myself. So that's what I'm trying to, you know, figure out.